Support for this podcast comes from the Phil Smith Center for Free Enterprise at the FAU College of Business. The Phil Smith Center for Free Enterprise supports the vision and strategic plan of the College of Business to advance thought leadership in business. The center supports chaired professorships and research, educational programs for faculty members and students, distinguished visiting faculty, along with a lecture series and other educational programs focused on the principles of free enterprise and how those principles affect growth and prosperity. Learn more at business.fau.edu/Phil Smith.
Hello, my name is Dan Gropper, and I am the Dean of the College of Business here at Florida Atlantic University. And in today's edition of the Dean's Podcast, we're introducing some of our new instructors. Our guest today is Rose Kenny Leblanc, and Professor Leblanc has been with us previously as an adjunct and is now with us full-time as an instructor. So welcome, Professor Leblanc.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to join FAU on a full-time basis.
Okay, very good. Professor Leblanc, you're a member of our business communications group. And as we all know, that's one of the key skills for any graduate, particularly of the business school, is to be able to effectively communicate both in written and oral capabilities. So you're teaching classes in that business communications group. Can you tell us which classes you're teaching this year, and are they graduate, undergraduate, and what you're looking forward to?
Sure. I'm teaching undergraduate GEB 3213, which is offered to juniors and seniors in the College of Business, undergrads. And my workload is about 3 classes per semester, and I'm always looking forward to the interaction with the students. I love hearing what they think or the dream that the business world is actually like versus the reality, and how what we are teaching within the department is going to be integrated into their everyday business lives once they graduate. Additionally, this semester has been a little different for a lot of students because it's the beginning of a new normal. Unlike the second half of last spring, what we're doing this semester is adapting the students to working with virtual teams and teams across different states, different countries, which happens to be that their classmates are not together with them. So that now interviews as well as group projects and different things that we normally do on a face-to-face are also being accomplished in an online virtual basis so that they could get used to it.
Now, Dr. Leblanc, I know that you have a wide variety of interests across areas in business, including in finance, in corporate governance, in leadership, and you also have some interest in Caribbean geopolitics. Tell us a little bit about how you can bring all those experiences together to help our students become more knowledgeable and bring that into your classroom.
Of course. My interests vary because my degrees vary. Each of them are in a different sector, and I've worked in different sectors. So I bring all of that into the classroom, especially Caribbean geopolitics, where the majority of our students are either from Latin America or the Caribbean, and we have some that were born and raised in South Florida. So bringing all of that together, a lot of them, we teach so much about the American society, we forget that they have a cultural phenomenon that the students are dealing with, where it has to do their home culture versus the environment that they are evolving in. We need to bring all of that together. So the cultural aspect also goes into the business factor. They'd have to learn to deal with not only the American society of which they're going to be working in, but also their home culture. Some of them have family businesses back home. Some of them are interested in politically what's going on back home. My postgraduate degree specialized in Latin America and the Caribbean, the politics going on there and how the politics impact the culture of the people and how they have to adapt to it. And that's what I bring into the the classroom. Also, I worked for a financial services firm for almost 20 years. And I also bring that. I used to recruit college, undergrad, and graduate students. I bring all of that experience. And I also use family members. There's 68 of us cousins, and each and every one of us are in a different industry. So I bring them in as special guests or friends that still work in the financial world to actually help to acclimate my students to the real expectations of what the business world is like, not just theoretical of what we're teaching, but real world experiences.
Great. Sounds good. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your teaching philosophy and what you do to engage your students in the classroom?
My teaching philosophy is something I learned from a graduate professor, which is that I will do what is necessary to ensure that my students are successful. She had a saying the first day of our graduate program was, through tears and laughter, she's going to get us through graduation. And I feel the same way about my students. I have a lot of them that have kept in contact with me after the class to ask for advice, or even after graduation, they kept in contact. What do you think I need to do about this? How do I handle this conversation? So I am dedicated to my students and getting them through not only this class, but understanding how to navigate the business world while they're in school and after they're out of school. I love hearing from my students 2 years, 3 years, 5 years later, when they send me an email, they say, oh, Dr. Leblanc, guess what? I just used something I had learned in your class, or can you send me the format for this and that letter or memo, because I remember using it in your class and I need to do it to do something for work, and I need that template. So I think that is what I abide by, and I hope that it is successful for my students. So far, so good, and I'm hoping that what has been tried and true will continue to be.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. And we're so glad to have you with us full-time now here in the College of Business at Florida Atlantic University.
Thank you very much for your time. And this discussion has been wonderful. And I really want our students to be able to not only appreciate what the department does, but also appreciate the different staff members that is within the department and the work that they have accomplished, not only with the students, but outside, additional work, research, and everything that they have in their personal lives that they bring into the classroom. And thank you, and I really love and appreciate the welcome.
To learn more about the FAU College of Business, please visit business.fau.edu.
Dean Gropper Presents is part of the FAU College of Business podcast network. To learn more, visit us at business.fau.edu/podcasts and follow Dean Gropper on Twitter at FAU Business Dean.